benvenuto nel mio canale. Se ti piace ti invito ad iscriverti ed attivare la campanella delle notifiche per non perdere gli altri gameplay o live. Puoi anche seguirmi sul mio account Twitter per rimanere aggiornato. Inoltre puoi seguirmi su Twitch e se ti interessano i videogiochi puoi acquistarli sul sito Instant Gaming e solo col mio link che si trova in descrizione in ogni video riceverai un 10% di sconto per ogni tuo acquisto. Se vuoi, puoi anche entrare nel mio server Discord per giocare con me o fare delle collaborazioni. Grazie e buona visione. Ciao a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti in questo nuovo gameplay. Quest'oggi ragazzi, come vedete, ci troviamo sulla Noire, siamo pronti per continuare la storia. Vediamo oggi cosa ci tocca fare. Se non erro, oramai siamo arrivati alla fine.
Who's asking?
Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe, but I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Da Monroe andiamo quindi. Casa di Leland. Chi sono questi?
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
That's a kill! Good kill! Nailed that son of a bitch. For a dead man.
Got the bastard. Move up!
Got me.
Whatever, asshole. I'm gonna find you. Oh! They're an open ground, Jack. Chew 'em up.
That's it. Out of ammo.
That's a kill.
Two of them on your right.
All right, men. Hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe. You could walk.
Alleati. Sì.
There it is! Put the weapon down, now!
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women.
Monroe! Where are you, damn it? Throw out the guns!
Yeah, Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
That's a hell of a payroll.
guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down, please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Hey, news from Jack. There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help him.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, 2077 report.
All units, reports of an explosion. Location, alternative location is south of Santa Monica, west of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
Downtown? Can't be.
All units, explosion location is somewhere.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
You don't shoot at cops, you little prick! Get that bastard cold!
Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole!
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Wow.
You're late, Phelps. Get the...
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. You think it went okay?
Couple of pickups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. Get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more.
Sweet heavens.
What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor, you came across as, very resolute.
Looks like all that's left. We could try the launder tag.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh. Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Cazzo funziona sta roba? Cazzo funziona? Ah, non fanno per me sti giochetti qua. Sto provando a trovare una soluzione. Allora, H e K sotto. E non funziona. H e K. E beh, perché non funziona? Continuo a non capire. H e K. Ok. Ruotare la ruota grande in modo che le lettere del messaggio non decifrate tocchino in sequenza la linguetta rossa. Che cazzo significa? Cazzo significa? Allora proviamo di nuovo. HK. Boh, però non succede niente, cioè. Cazzo deve succedere? Boh. Non funziona. Aspettate, Vediamo. Scusa, qui funziona in automatico, anche davvero. Sto guardando un video, funziona in automatico. Sì, ma non funziona niente, perché a me non va, cazzo? B. Possibile ancora. Ah, ecco, sta uscendo. Silenzio. Silenzio che sta uscendo. Oh. Ah, già sto Steam. Oh. Trova la O. Oh. A J. A P e la O. No. Bu. Ah, adesso sta uscendo così tutta una volta. Cioè, davvero sta uscendo.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Ok. Dio un indirizzo. Incredibile, ma vero.
I don't think so.
got something here.
Cos'è?
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
Another day, another dollar.
Che cazzo devo andare?
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
What exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor-intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
By whom?
By Dr. McClellan. He insisted I hire her. I know what you're going to say. But you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, do you?
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
Does McClellan have any friends in town, Mr. Nicholson family, that we could talk to?
Well, he hadn't been in town long when we met, so no family. I don't think he had time for friends. He kept to his lab and his work.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
I'm at a loss.
Fire department can sift the rubble. We can check out the coded addresses. Or we can try R&I for the laundry tag. Maybe take a long shot at the egg cup.
Ah, quindi dobbiamo chiamare. A questo punto facciamo andare.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
casa sua.
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Aspettate che qui c'è anche un telefono. Dovremmo chiamare per gli archivi, per la lavanderia, mi sa.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Dove caspita era qua? Mi sono perso. Qua. Opla.
You think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
Somebody turned the place over. You better watch your step.
On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Could be a class ring. One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. The department gives you one of those when you retire.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight. Biggs, page 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Any ideas?
Let's get down to the laundry and see if we can trace McClellan. I can't wait to see what he has in his icebox.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
No.
You know that face? That's the guy who busted all the drug charges last week, isn't it?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Sempre lui, eh?
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir.
Potrebbe chiamare.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, batch 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thank you. Help me out.
The cone traces back to Hughes Aircraft, right? Well, let's get there.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
It's a military project, gentlemen.
Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes Aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes? And what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role...
Follow me.
Good day, miss. That thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this This is the spruce goose.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
And were you interested?
The slide rules and lab coats are always interested. If he could get it to work.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. .76 west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
Com'era?
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
Advice? Check Mapes' office, but easy does it. You find something, he could turn nasty pretty quick.
Ok ragazzi, io per questo gameplay vi saluto, per iniziare la visione vi do appuntamento al prossimo gameplay, ciao ciao.